Glad to have you join us on the program Beyond 100 Days. I am Abbo Adenio. We urge you to join the conversation now on X using the hashtag Beyond 100 Days, and remember to tag TVC News NG. The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory earlier today extended an interim order restraining the FCTA from trespassing on the property belonging to businessman Joseph Kpokpogri and stopped them from demolishing the property. Justice Charles Agbaza, while ruling on the interim injunction filed by Mike Ozekome on behalf of Mr. Kpokpogri, described the action of the FCT authority in going ahead to demolish the property despite a subsistent court order as a height of impunity. The trial judge then held that it would be out of place to allow the defendants benefits from their unlawful conduct. He, however, adjourned the matter to the 26th of March for hearing of the substantive suit.
Only today the court has agreed with us completely that you cannot rely on your own default. That is the height of impunity. You will serve a motion for interlocutory injunction restraining you from further demolition, and then you rush to decide to level the property to the ground, and then you now came back to court to say you cannot be restrained from demolition because you have already completed the demolition. And the court had very strong words for the level of impunity that was exhibited by the defendants in this case. It has very strong words for them. And that is speaking truth to power. Because my Lord has demonstrated that, yes, you have your act, but we have our say. The court has to say. The court has the power to tell you the truth as it is.
And away from that, a senior advocate of Nigeria and former Attorney General of Akwa Ibom State, Uwemedimo Nwoko, has insisted that former Senator representing Adamawa North, Elisha Abbo, must apologize to the President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Monica Dongba-Mensem, Justice Chioma Iheme, and the entire judiciary over his allegations of bribery against them. The former AG, who is also a life bencher, said the former lawmaker has not produced any evidence to substantiate his allegations of bribery against the judiciary. Mr. Abbo had accused the President of the Court of Appeal, among others, for receiving bribes. And to other matters, inflation rate will drop to 21%. Well, that was the message from the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria at plenary with members of the House of Representatives yesterday on the free fall of the Naira. Correspondent Joke Adisa has details in this report.
So that we can cite the relevant...
This is the second in the series of the sectoral debates put together by the House of Representatives to deepen its constitutional oversight on the executive since the removal of subsidy on petrol in May 2023.
We must all confront the stark reality of the economic, fiscal, and revenue challenges that our beloved nation, Nigeria, is currently facing.
The economic management team takes the stand to brief the legislators on efforts ongoing to save the Naira and regain its declining value and also slow down the rising cost of living.
When you attack food production, raise food production, you bring down the price of food, you bring down inflation, you get a chance to bring down interest rates, and there lies the road to investment.
The budget provided more money, both on nominal and in real terms, than has ever been provided in the priority sectors.
With over $800 million in volume of transactions as at Monday this week, the CBN governor says there is light at the end of the tunnel.
A lot of the rating agencies have rated Nigeria positive. They've moved from being stable to positive, and that is a very, very good sign indeed.
The chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service also added his voice to efforts at ensuring adequate resources accrue in government coffers.
We have the target for this year, based on the approved budget, to collect 19.2 trillion, which is 7.2 trillion more than what we actually collected this year.
A barrage of questions followed the team's presentations as legislators asked to know how efforts have been translated to tangible impact in the lives of the people.
The common man just wants to hear when rice prices will come back to 30,000 below.
The value of Naira has progressively declined from a state of concern to a state of fear and panic. But the value of other currencies across Africa have been largely stable. How do we reconcile their realities?
After about 5 hours, the Deputy Speaker highlights the takeaways from the session.
Happy hearing about investment in LNG. I'm happy hearing about the railway, especially the one you mentioned, Calabar area and all. It's very important for you to go through the whole country.
Hopes are rekindled just as expectations are high, with the words of assurance coming from President Bola Tinubu's economic team of an imminent reprieve. Joke Edsa, TVC News, Abuja.